Wow, it's been recording for the last 13 seconds while it's got a pop-up. That's crazy. Hey guys, welcome back to Muck Club. It's Sunday afternoon, 2 minutes till 2 p.m., so we're a couple minutes early, Eastern time. But today, we are eating seafood by special request. Last week when we did our live stream, Eric commented and asked if we could do seafood. So based on his special request, that's what we're doing today. Today we are at Captain D's at 104 Pike Street in Marietta, Ohio. I've already gone through the drive-thru. I've got my food. The receipt here, it's all abbreviated. So what we're eating today, according to the receipt, is the 24 GB SH and 2 FSML. Okay, now that means absolutely nothing to you guys, obviously. So let me go ahead and tell you exactly what we've got today. It's Captain D's, and what they've got is they've got a new menu. This is the first time I've seen the menu, but it says new garlic butter meals. And here's a screenshot. I took that picture when I was going through the drive-thru. New garlic butter meals, and you got some three big meals to choose from, plus some smaller choices as well that you can get a la carte. But they've got a garlic butter double dozen shrimp meal for $9.99, and it looks like this. And they've got a garlic butter double dozen shrimp meal, which is the same thing, plus 2-piece fish for $12.99. And this is it right there. And then right over here, this one is the new garlic butter grilled white fish meal for $12.49. So those are your three options, the big meals, what you got. And I went ahead and got the garlic butter double dozen shrimp plus the 2 fish meal for $12.99. And you can get the 12-piece garlic butter shrimp a la carte, just the shrimp only, for $3.49. So that's not bad. 12 pieces for $3.49. Pieces of shrimp. I know the shrimp are small, but that's not bad. And then the garlic butter fries, you can get those for $3.99 as well. But with the meal that I got today, with the sides, you can choose between your classic sides, which are no additional charge. You get 2 sides, comes with your meal. And you can choose between coleslaw, french fries, green beans, and steamed broccoli. And if you want to get those a la carte, they're $3.39 a piece, at least at the location where I'm at in Marietta, Ohio. Then they've got your premium sides that if you want to get those, you upgrade for an extra 99 cents to your meal. Or if you want to get them a la carte, they're $3.68. And the choices you have there are baked potato, breaded okra, mac and cheese, and corn on the cob. Now what I got for my sides today, I went ahead and got the coleslaw off of the regular menu, which is comes with the meal. And then I got one of the premium sides, which is the breaded okra, for an additional 99 cents. And that's what I got today. So let's go ahead and check this out. And all of a sudden you got the pop-ups popping up on my camera and my phone. But anyway, $12.99 is what the whole meal comes to. 99 cents extra for the okra, for a total of $13.98. So that's not bad for a meal, $13.98. Thanks, Joel. Joel, by the way, just commented, the new camera looks great. And thank you, Joel and Eli. A couple of my supporters helped to fund the new camera that you're watching me record on right now, doing my live stream. So thank you, guys. You guys are lifesavers. You also notice, if you watched my other videos, I'm still uploading videos that I recorded on my other camera. And so over the next few weeks, you might see some of the videos that I recorded with the old camera mixed in with some videos that I recorded on the new one. But I can already tell the difference between them because the old camera, the colors are a little bit grainy. Thanks again, Joel. But my black shirt, right here, it looks black with the new camera. On my old camera, it looks more like a gray. It's a gray, grainy sort of thing. So if I've got my background that has the black on the side, next to it, This actually, background and my shirt fits in really well with it and blends well. But on the old camera, it's real light and kind of gray scale sort of colors. So yeah, the colors are much more vibrant with this new camera. So thanks again. But anyway, let's go ahead and check this out, the meal. I'll go ahead and show it to you. Here's the box it comes in. Captain D's. And let's hold this up for a thumbnail. All right, that ought to do. So here we got the shrimp. You get, oh, like a couple hush puppies came with it. I didn't see that on the description. A couple hush puppies. The 2 pieces of fish. You got the okra up here and the coleslaw over here. So set that aside and get our condiments and stuff ready. They did give me plasticware I asked for. They gave me a fork. It would have been nice if I got a spoon also for the coleslaw, but fork will do. And then I asked for cocktail sauce and tartar sauce on the side. Now they gave me 2 cups right here, the tartar sauce, and this is plenty for 2 pieces of fish. But cocktail sauce, I'm not sure if this will be enough for 24 pieces of shrimp. So, but we'll find out in a few moments. But they gave me 2 of each, 2 cocktail sauce and 2 tartar sauce. And I love that they are still using these solid black forks, the plasticware. I love these ones. They're very sturdy and they don't break. They're full length, so you don't have to keep scooping up. Top quality plasticware that they've got at Captain D's. All right, so let's go ahead and set these aside. I'm going to go ahead and get out our stuff here and dig in. All right, so let's go ahead and start with a piece of the okra. Here's the okra. Okay, a lot of times the breading will overpower the okra. You've got more breading than you've got the actual vegetable. But that tasted really good. I could really taste a lot of the vegetable in that, the okra. You can see the color, the green in there. Sorry for my hand shaking here. When you see the breading on there. Pretty good. The breading's got a light crunch to it. The okra tastes fresh. And it leaves just a small aftertaste. Very pleasant. I'm going to go ahead and bite into this. See if you can see inside there. See the okra there? Very solid. Can't complain about the okra. The okra's pretty good. Now, I like that they have options like this, in addition to the type of sides that they're just typical, normal American sides, like your corn and your green beans and stuff like that. But they've got your creative options also, like the okra and stuff like that. They're breaded. So if you're wanting to mix it up a little bit, try something a little bit different, it's a good option. Okay, and I think this is the last of the okra. There you see a little bit of the coleslaw got on it from where they're sitting side by side. No big deal. When I was a kid, Mom would fix these big meals for us. Put it all on one plate. Food ends up mixing together anyway. Very good. Okay, now let's try the coleslaw. Okay, you can see the carrots in there, the orange. It's not runny. It's nice and solid. Okay. That's good coleslaw. It's not excessively sweet. It's a very subtle flavor to it. You can see there's moisture in there, but it's not excessive. Like to where a lot of times you'll have the coleslaw, and then when you're done, you'll look down the bottom of your plate thing, and there'll be like liquid down in there. But you don't have that issue here. It's the moisture is all in the food itself. Hey, JWH. Hi, Clash. Now the coleslaw, I didn't ask for salt. I should have. Just a wee little pinch of salt to add on top of this would have been nice. Give it just a little bit more sweetness. Or saltiness. Not sweetness, saltiness. But it's great the way it is. But you can season it to taste, of course. If you ask for salt or pepper, they'll give it to you. And I think just a wee little bit of salt would really make this perfect. Look at that big bite there. Oh, lost half of it. So coleslaw is a really good vegetable to have as a side. You've got something a little bit different than your typical vegetables. You got the moisture in it that you don't have in a lot of your other choices. And just a little bit of creaminess. Like that mayonnaise type of thing, that base to it. This is very subtle, very light. Doesn't have a lot of it in there. And there we go. That's the last of the coleslaw. So the sides went pretty fast, especially the okra. The okra went down pretty fast and went through that pretty easily. So now we're going to open up one of the cocktail sauces and we're going to go ahead and try these shrimp. Okay, peels right off. Nice and easy. Okay. All right, so here's the garlic butter shrimp. Got a nice solid breading on there. You can see the little specks of green on there to give it that garlic butter flavor. Let's try one without the sauce. Okay. You can taste the shrimp, so they're not going excessive on the breading. A lot of times you'll taste more breading than you can the shrimp, and that way it makes them look bigger than the shrimp actually is. They're not doing that here, at least in that bite so far. You can taste the garlic butter on there, just a slight aftertaste of that butter, especially. Tastes nice, pretty good. Okay, bite into it so you can see the inside. You see that shrimp? It's got a nice color to it. See, there's the white and also the pink. It's more pink than white. I hope you can see that pretty well. My hand hopefully isn't shaking too much to mess up the shot. Nice color to the shrimp. Okay, let's go ahead and dip this in the sauce. It's okay. You know, I think I'm going to eat most of these without the sauce. Normally, I like shrimp sauce on my shrimp, but because this is the garlic butter shrimp, the sauce almost takes away from that garlic butter taste. Yeah, getting too much of the shrimp sauce taste. And I want to taste that garlic butter. Here's another one. Let's go ahead and try this one. Not bad at all. Okay, John, what is okra? It's a green vegetable. Let me take another bite and I'll look it up for you, the exact definition. I've had it before. I enjoy it. I imagine it's the same family as like green beans sort of thing, and the leafy, not necessarily green beans, but like the leafy vegetables. See, okra. Okay, known in some English-speaking countries as lady's fingers. Didn't know that. It's a flowering plant in the mallow family, native to East Africa. Didn't know that. Cultivated in tropical, subtropical, and warm temperate regions around the world for its edible green seed pods, and it's used in cuisine in many countries. Here's a picture of the okra plant right there, and there you can see what the pods look like. So let's see this description. Okay, it's telling the size of the plants and stuff like that. See, it's a capsule about 7 inches long with a pentagonal cross section containing seeds in it. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a photo of okra that would be good for you to see. Images. There we go. Oop. My fat fingers, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Okay, I've seen it like this. Okay, here's what the plant looks like. They almost look like little peppers, sort of thing. I've never seen them like that. But then here, I've had okra like this before, where it's actually, you know, you cook it and then put that seasoning on it right there, and that's real good too when they do it that way. Now the way they do it here at Long John's, or Captain D's, sorry, at Captain D's, it's fried. And here's what it looks like. See how it opened up? You can see the plant on the inside, and then the breading on the outside. So basically, hope that answers your question. That's basically what okra is. It's got a real good flavor to it too. It's subtle. It's not overbearing. So you don't have to be really adventurous to try it. I know kids typically don't like spinach and stuff like that. I don't know why kids don't like spinach that much. Spinach never really had a strong flavor to me. Maybe it's in the preparation too. Yeah, try it sometime. I think you'll like it. Or maybe not. Not everybody likes it, but I really enjoy it. But it's not one of your overbearing type flavors. It's subtle enough that I think most people can enjoy it, and it's really good to have it as an option on your menu, I think. Here's a piece of the shrimp. And see, these shrimp are just your average small type shrimp size. I'm really liking this garlic butter flavor on it. I don't know if it's an artificial flavoring or what all they have in their ingredients, but it's really got a good flavor to it. It's not too strong. It's subtle, but it's definitely there. And it's you can taste it over the breading. And honestly, whereas normally I would eat shrimp with the sauce, I don't want the sauce with this. This has a really good flavor. Here's a piece of the breading off of the fish. I'm going to go ahead and eat it. I always did like Captain D's fish breading. Okay, now here's a wee little one. Little baby shrimp about the size of my thumbnail. That's all shrimp. That whole bite was shrimp on the inside, just very little breading on the outside. It's not really real thick. It's just there. I'm going to dip this one. Yeah, they don't have the best cocktail sauce, I think. Their cocktail sauce is a little bit ketchup-y, I think. Now this one. Okay, see that side? Looks kind of plain. Now look at this side. See all that on there? You're going to get a bold taste of flavor in that. Real strong garlic flavor on that one. It's good. I'm really enjoying these. And to be honest with you, they're small, but there's so many of them here. I think it's 24. Because it's the double. And the a la carte menu is just 12 pieces. So double it. This is 24 pieces, I believe, and they're small. But you know what? 24 pieces of this, and the actual size of the shrimp on the inside that they take up the whole thing, it's getting pretty filling. So I'm not feeling cheated at all on the price. Around 13 bucks in today's economy, that's a good deal. For a whole meal, minus the drink. I didn't get a drink with it. You'd pay a little bit extra for that. But I got my own drinks. When you go to one of these places, a drink isn't what you're there for anyway. Typically, you're going to get a Coke or Pepsi or just your generic cola. And you can get that on your own at a gas station if you wanted to. When you go to one of these places, typically what you're going for is their specialty. Like at McDonald's, you're going to get the Big Mac. Burger King, you're going to get the Whopper. Go to one of these places, you're going to get the fish or the shrimp or whatever their meal is. I'm going to go ahead and try this Hush Puppy. Okay, nice crunch on the outside. You can see the white in there. That breading. Just got like a slight off-white color to it. Very solid. I'm going to dip this in the cocktail sauce. You know what this is good with? At Captain D's, they also have a vinegar sauce that they sit on tables. That's good on these. Okay. Yeah, the cocktail sauce isn't bad with this. With the Hush Puppies. Give them a little bit of moisture to them. But yeah, the vinegar sauce is better. What I typically do is I will like take my first little bite into it and then pour the vinegar sauce. It's actually real liquidy. It's like real watery. And so you just put some drops right onto the breading part of it once you bite into it. If you put it on the outside on the breading, it's going to just roll off. You're not really going to get that flavor. So what you want to do is you want to bite into it first. This one's a little bit burned on the outside. That's okay. Good, nice, crunchy texture on the breading. A little bit burned. And then see on the inside, see that where that white is, that's where you want to pour the vinegar to really get that flavor. Okay, I'm tasting that burnt breading on it, which is a little bit off-putting. But that's going to happen every once in a while. Nobody's perfect. Besides, the Hush Puppies isn't the main thing. That's not what I'm really here for. But the Hush Puppy's okay. The inside's really good. I wouldn't call it soft and fluffy, but it's solid. But the breading's good, but if it wasn't burned, this would be a nice Hush Puppy. All right, and back to our shrimp. And these shrimp are really good. That garlic butter really does make a difference. I'm going to be filled up just eating this and not the fish. So I could have gotten by with $10, $9.99 for the 24-piece shrimp, plus the 2 sides. That would have filled me up for half the price of what we've typically been paying for a meal, fast food. Usually, for the past year I've been doing this, the meals average between $16 to $20 for a meal. Here's $10 worth of a meal, and it's going to fill me up. And I was hungry today. Boy, I can taste that garlic butter left over on my fingers too. Very nice. So what are some other places you guys want to see me eat in the near future? Scooped up some of the breading there off the fish. You see the breading there? You never want to let that breading go to waste. When I was a kid, eating at Captain D's, I'd always get that excess breading. Hear that crunch? I think probably for a lot of kids, that's one of the highlights of eating at Captain D's, is that real crunchy breading and eating the leftover pieces. When you throw out your garbage at the end of your meal, you don't want to throw out that breading that's left over. Very good. Okay, got 3 pieces of shrimp left. Oop. Just pulled the shrimp right out of it. Try it again. There we go. Jersey Mike's. Okay, one of their other subs done Mike's way. All right, we'll do that. Okay, there's, see the shrimp inside there. See how it fills up the whole thing? See how thin that layer of breading is compared to the outside? Jersey Mike's, what type of sub do you recommend? What are some of you guys' favorite subs at Jersey Mike's? Who knows? I might get one that's Jersey Mike's and get the same thing, comparable, over at Subway and compare them, like I did last year with the tuna. Can't always do that, because sometimes the one will offer a certain type of sandwich, and the other store, the other franchise will offer a different one. Steak and Shake. Yes, we do have Steak and Shakes around here. I don't think we have any in Marietta, but across the river in West Virginia, I can go over there. It's less than 20 miles. I'm pretty sure there's a Steak and Shake in either Vienna or Parkersburg, so we'll check that out. Good suggestion. We haven't had Steak and Shake for years. I think the last time I had Steak and Shake was when I was living in Belmont County, Ohio. There was a Steak and Shake in St. Clairsville. And I remember we used to have some business meetings here every once in a while. That's been probably 20 years now. 20 years ago or longer. So it's been probably that long since I've had Steak and Shake. So yeah, we'll definitely try that. Thank you for the recommendation. Okay, Johnny says Jersey Mike's Italian or BLT. Okay. All right, good suggestions. And I hear everybody saying when you go to Jersey Mike's, get things done Mike's way. What specifically does that mean, to have it Mike's way? Is it add a certain ingredient to it that you don't get if you don't ask for it Mike's way? Okay, now all we've got left over is the fish here. So I'm going to go ahead and open the tartar sauce. Now see the tartar sauce here? You got barely any flakes in there. Okay, when you ask for Mike's Way, it'll be topped with onions, lettuce, tomatoes, and seasoned with red wine vinegar, olive oil, oregano, and salt. Boy, it sounds like you just copy and pasted that. A lot of details in there. Okay, so that, I imagine that's bursting with flavor then that you typically wouldn't get. So yeah, what I'll probably do is whichever sandwich you guys recommend that I get, I'll go ahead and get, I Googled it. Yeah, I do the same thing. I just did a few minutes ago for you guys when somebody asked what okra was. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll get a foot long, but I'll get 6-inch, half of it, like a 6-inch sub, get it regular, and then the other half Mike's Way. That way I can compare the two together and see which I like better. Cool idea? Give me a thumbs up. Hit the like button if you think that's a good idea. All right. I'm starting to get creative a little bit with some of these like, comment, and subscribe things. Yeah, hit the like button if you think that's a good idea. Okay. Wow, I just got 11 likes. Awesome. Okay. So I was commenting on this, see how it's hardly any flakes in there at all. It's more like of a mayonnaise sort of thing. And that's how I typically like my tartar sauce. But I don't know. I expected to have a few more flakes than this. Let's try our first bite. This is the fish. You got 2 pieces of this that comes with the meal. Try the first bite without the sauce. It's that white meat fish. The thin breading on the outside. Okay, now let's dip it in the sauce. Okay. It's definitely not plain mayonnaise. This is their tartar sauce. You can taste it. But it's not overbearing on the pickles. A lot of times, a lot of places, their tartar sauce will have so much pickles in it that it's kind of overbearing for my personal tastes. This is just about right for me, I think. That is so soft, that fish. Very soft and flaky. Really good flavor too. I always did like their fish. I am very pleased with this. This is a good meal today. So if you want to try something different, head down to Captain D's and try one of their garlic butter menus, items off the garlic butter menu. Like I said at the beginning of the live stream, they've got some different options to choose from. And when we're done here, I'll re-upload the video. It'll take about 24 hours to process, but sometime tomorrow, Monday afternoon, around 2 p.m., it'll go live again with the video once YouTube processes it. You can go back and watch the beginning of the stream again, and see what those options are. Or you can just Google it, which is what I did, if you don't want to wait for that. And then sometime later this year, I'll come back and try that third option they had. They got the other fish one. Let me bring that back up. Oops. Fat fingers. Messed up my password. All right. And Okay, here we go. It is the garlic butter grilled white fish meal. So I'll have to try that next time for $12.49. Unless I want to try something completely different off the menu. But it'll be a while before I do that. I don't want to go to the same place 2 weeks in a row for these reviews. So it might be a month or 2 or 3 before I get back here again. Okay, I got one piece left, and I'm pretty much full. I'm going to go ahead and eat it in a minute, but I'm going to wash down what I've eaten so far. I haven't had anything to drink yet. Excellent meal. All right. So I was going to say something earlier, and I lost my train of thought, and I can't remember now what it was. I think it had something to do with my camera and the filming. Some of the differences I noticed, because I commented about the colors are much more vibrant. Oh, that's what it is. The colors I mentioned are much more vibrant with my new camera. You notice the format. There's a wider screen, and I'm kind of experimenting with the screen formats, the sizes, the aspect ratio on these, and the video I uploaded a couple hours ago for the light side reaction reviews, my reaction to the new Freakier Friday trailer. I accidentally filmed it in a widescreen format that was longer than your typical YouTube video, which I was trying to get my settings factory preset, or not factory preset, but preset them myself, so that all my videos would record with that aspect ratio, which is the standard for YouTube, and which all my videos up to this point have been. But I accidentally recorded that one in the widescreen format, so you got the black bars at the bottom and top of that one video only. I'm going to try to correct that this afternoon when I get home and get messing around with the settings, so my future videos hopefully should have that standard YouTube aspect ratio back to where you don't see the black bars, and the image will take up the whole screen in your viewer. That's the way I like it. I like consistency in the videos, so I apologize for those of you that might have been distracted by the black bars on that one video, and hopefully I won't make that mistake again as I adjust the settings on my new camera. But yeah, thanks again to my 2 donors that donated the money that helped me to be able to get this camera. It is a huge blessing. You notice we're 44 minutes into the stream, and it hasn't overheated and shut off, even though it's a nice warm day out today. If I was recording this on my old camera, it probably would have shut off about 20 or 30 minutes ago, and I would have had to just drive down the interstate with my phone hanging out the window to let the air cool it down, and then pull over and start the stream back up where we left off. So knock on wood, looks like we're not going to have that issue anymore. So once again, thank you guys. You are a lifesaver, and I really appreciate you. Now, something I also wanted to mention is thank you all. We are quickly approaching 500 subscribers. Last time I checked, the new phone hasn't been overheating. Thanks for asking, Joel. But yeah, that's awesome, the new camera. So what was I starting to say? My brain just isn't the same as it used to be. I lose my train of thought, and I get distracted. What was I saying? I completely lost what I was saying. 500 subscribers. Thank you, Joel. Yeah, we're quickly approaching 500 subscribers. And once we do, I want to have another giveaway. And so we're also quickly approaching. I think last time I checked, I had 464. No, I think it was 474. 474 subscribers when I checked it the other day. So we're quickly approaching 500, and we're also approaching our 200th episode of the Light Side Music Reactions, which I just started about a year ago. And so it's really blown up, and everybody really, you like these live streams on Sunday afternoons, and even more popular than that is the music reactions. And of course, they're hit or miss. You know, somebody sees pop up in their feed that I'm reacting, just anybody is reacting to one of their favorite songs or one of their favorite artists, and they check it out. And so sometimes I'll get, 7 or 8 views, and sometimes I'll get 7 or 8,000 views. And so it's hit or miss, but it's really popular, and I'm really enjoying doing it. So we're quickly approaching our 200th episode, and that episode will be a special one. I'll do just like I did for my 100th episode and react to one of my band's songs, and I'll give some of the background into how the song was written, that kind of stuff, play the song for you, and kind of give a little bit of constructive criticism to myself and to my bandmates, because if any musician or professional instrument player or singer, songwriter, or performer of any kind, if you got that perfectionist type streak to you, like I do, you go back and at the time when you finish up, you think, oh my goodness, that's really good, I'm really proud of this work. And then a couple years later, you go back and look at it again, and you think, oh man, I wish I had done this different or that different. So as I react to our 200th anniversary song, I can pretty much guarantee you there's going to be elements of it that I'm going to criticize and say, I wish we'd done this different, I wish we'd have done that different, or whatever. But hopefully you guys will enjoy that. 99 out of 100 episodes, I'm going to focus on you guys' requests and other artists out there listening to new music from me, and hopefully you guys would enjoy my reactions to seeing and hearing something new. But that 1 or 2 episodes out of 100 or 200, I'll go ahead and dig out one of my band's songs and introduce you to that, and give it some criticism after the fact, and a little bit of behind the music sneak view, like the old VH1 Behind the Music. You guys remember that? And MTV even had a version of it, I think, as well. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this stream for today. I hope you guys enjoy it. Keep getting in your requests. We do the Light Side Music Reactions every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every once in a while, we'll have a holiday weekend on a Sunday, and I'll throw in an extra video. This next weekend is Father's Day weekend. Plus, it's also the 200th anniversary of the U.S. Army on Saturday. So on Friday, I'm uploading a video that is appropriate for the holiday on Saturday for the Army's 200th anniversary. And then on Sunday, we're going to do, in addition to, actually Father's Day, I don't know. I may not do a live stream on Father's Day. I didn't do one on Mother's Day because I went out with my mom. But but either way, whether I do a live stream or not, we are also adding another episode of the Light Side Music Reactions on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. As I'm getting out of church, it'll be uploading, and that will be a Father's Day reaction. So, but typically every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we're doing one of those. So get in your music requests, and if you have a favorite song or artist you want me to react to, put those in the comments, and I'll get to your requests as soon as I can. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the channel. Thank you so much for being part of this family. I appreciate every one of you, and we're on the road to 100 subscribers. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a giveaway. So between now and the time we do our special live stream celebration, anytime you request a song for me to react to, put the artist and song title in your request, and then afterwards put hashtag TLS 500. Hashtag TLS for the light side 500. Okay, you got that? And I'll mention it in some of my upcoming videos as well to kind of remind you, or at least put it in the descriptions, because I've already got a lot of those videos recorded. But hashtag TLS for the light side 500. Add that to your music request, and everybody that gives me a music request that includes that hashtag in it will receive, we'll get your name put in the drawing for the prize that we give away for our special 500 subscriber special. All right, one more time, that's TLS 500, hashtag TLS 500. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., be here for another episode of Light Side Music Reactions, and be here next Saturday or next Sunday for another live stream like today of Muck Club. Thanks again. Have a great day, guys. Bye.